See what we can do, fellas. Trying to make this offense work, baby. That's what we want to do. And you know we like the ground game. You know we like to pound it. Yeah, more confident in our run game than our passing game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The slot man in motion right. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
What type of fucking throw is that?
Sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Pushing back about 7 yards, brother.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Presley Harvin now. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
They fucked up. A lot of fucking up there. Let's capitalize.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 40-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
I bet they thought they'd pick that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
Oh,
a
he was
little
too
shy
slow
of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Looking to throw. Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. A first down carry by Elliott. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll try again with Elliott. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, wow.
And his kick is gone. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now this, a very short kick. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. A little juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott now.
Damn, Dak.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to take
you
the
fucking
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Pickett now on first down.
And he's got his target, Harris. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Najee Harris, 28 yards.
And the Steelers are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope. But with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
We need 7.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Prescott off play action.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff left to Elliott.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be brought down to about the 42. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
I read them right.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Dad,
and look
what
at
the
this. They get
fuck
the
is you
tunnel.
doing?
They need it. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought it may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens.
We got a ball game again.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 159 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man layup, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott.
God
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance.
Okay
Touchdown,
then, baby.
Cowboys. Wow. Ezekiel Elliott already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Wow. If I was on the other side, I would say that's some bullshit, but that motherfucking shit was cold. Good shit. Good run, baby.
Point after try forthcoming. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
First, just trying to hold on to this shit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw here, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Pickett to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, 52 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down the field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt.
I'm lucky my daughter called me, you know, go.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter for us up here in the booth.
Hold on, nigga, I got to piss. All right, we ready. We ready. We ready.
The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Now Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Wow. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Here's Pickett.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Dallas, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.
There's 6 national pizzerias within a 5-square mile radius, so it's no wonder that this is Rupert's Pizza. From the tomato pie, traditionally topped with tomatoes, lentil, seasoning, grated cheese, garlic, olive oil, to the light lamb. Made popular by Frank Pepe and pasta, maple spice, and Ferrara, etc. But remember that those street bev salads and that network truly gave it one day is clean. This distinct style, which is famous. There's no other place that they were visit, considering the oldest running mayor. John is that country, who's on the very long. Look inside, here it is. It is flat, thin, tomato to the sweet soul, little bit sellers. It is not laid over with cheese, and it doesn't have next Tuesday nights because the other on top of it. It's dry with simplicity. I've heard a lot about you eating at meats, but I've never actually tasted it. Good job. That did not hold 15. I have to say, I am surprised that this is my first trip to the beef. And I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but we don't know the skeptical about it. Okay? You would think that New York, and you would know that the whole life, there's no way to do the city but they do. The oven, I don't know, like they see this in the oven in New York, whole style, whole everything's Korean. Really, like the most popular thing, how long all this pizza is in the middle. It's like it seems like the average age of all the pizza is 70 years. The roots go very big. The pizza's not loud. The pizza culture here is really quiet. I think still is something. Stay up and that was and that's what happens. When you're 6 To truly measure the up until recently, there were two phones. There was the phone that was listed in the phone book. It was always on there. And then there was the other one. And if you've been around a long time, you got a secret number. Now, the secret number entitled you to call Sally's when no one else could get through and be able to order your pizza. Now, I got the secret number before I became mayor, so I take that as the single secret accomplishment in my personal and professional life. There's one guy in town who's the oracle of New Haven history, especially on pizza history. Colin has dedicated his life to researching and preserving pizza relics from the last century. My house is like a ghost village. He's using these materials for an upcoming book chronicling New Haven and American history through pizza.
These are all actually atlases and maps of New Haven. This is from 1901. There's like probably 8 million colonies of gold living in here. So you can see right here, here's Worcester Street. Worcester Street's history is related to the Italian immigration here. It's the remnant of the old Little Italy. 1892 up in New Haven. Italian ladies worked in the Corsa Company. A lot of the men worked in the rubber company, the hardware company, and they ended up actually getting pizza delivered to them.
Interesting. So like the pizza delivery comes first.
Yeah.
Rather than people actually going to the bakery, they'll go into the pizza.
Exactly. Yeah. People like Frank Pepe and his guys did their pizza and that's all matchbooks. This is from the 2000s. And this is the next, probably from the early 60s. So if you wanted a small cheese and tomato that was just Romano with sauce, or what we call sauce, they call it tomato, it was 50 cents. And for the whole small pile. And they wanted a large $1.50. Telephone books are another resource. This one from 1947, New Haven Directory. Here you got Frank Pepe's ad. And he was called Old Reliable. That's what he was known as.
You don't visit New Haven without going to Frank Pepe's on Worcester Street, the oldest pizzeria in town. This is the home of the White Clam Pie, which has been ranked as the best pizza in America. There are 8 Pepe's locations in the U.S., but I went to the original on Worcester Street. I met up with Gary Vermont.
Hello?
Frank
Did you call the police?
Yeah.
All right, they on their way.
What's behind you?
They on their way. Hello? Hello?
Of course I want to learn about the pizza.
Oh, my bad. Can you hear me?
Excited to get to know the
Huh?
family.
They on their way.
Yeah.
My sister's one of your servers.
So, how did you end up there?
25, 30 years.
I rode past because I've been coming, checking to see if the lot was, seeing if the car was on the lot. Today the car was on the lot, cleaned out like somebody went and vacuumed it, put an air freshener up. I seen it on the lot. I came up here to talk to the one dude. I sent somebody in, gave out some information, recorded him, came back up here. He told me the dude be up here.
What dude?
The dude here.
What dude be up there?
I'm like, so what's going on? And my car is outside on the lot. He's like, oh, well, you missed a couple payments. I'm like, no, there's no way. The car is only priced at $10,000. I gave you $825 from the insurance. There's no way. I was going to be done coming in August. I got all of my transactions. I was going to be done.
You got all your paperwork?
Yeah, and then I got stuff in my car. They drove here on my tag, so the turnpikes notified me. And then the police, the turnpikes and all that notified me. I came up here to see what was going on and why he stole my car. And now he's talking about oh, you only put down $1,500. Oh, wait, no, you only put down $400. Oh, I can't print out none of the information
Okay, so
that you need.
you got everything that covers you, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yep.
And then I'm asking him for my cards and stuff. They got my social and everything.
What?
He
Okay.
had the dude walk the car.
Is this a white dude?
Yeah. Well, the white man is the one that stole my car from down there.
You got them on tape, you said?
Yeah, I got that part recorded.
What, from when they stole it?
Yeah, I got them from when they stole the car in front of the house and everything.
Well, good. You got everything you need. Take these raggedy bitches to court, too. Get all your fucking money back and charge them with theft because they got your fucking ID. What the fuck is these punk motherfuckers doing with your shit? They cleaned the car out. If they cleaned the car out, they got everything.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So we actually had to get.
I'm getting dressed. I'll be down there though.
Okay.
Take from the specific beds that we want them to take from.
And is that like our local bed?
Yes.
Incredible.
That's all I can say.
Great. Yeah, that's all I need to know. I'm making a pizza at Frank Pepe's right now. Like a dream come true. Is pizza done? I don't know. Apparently, I need another 20 years. This is a froze pizza. This is somebody. Maybe I just need a little more time.
We have something like that too. So don't worry about it.
Thanks for making me feel that. Oh,
Please.
this is a beautiful guy.
When I was making the pizza, it was a good feeling. I love working out. Loving it to make your break. We figured it out that I was on the bench myself, being on the bench, banging out the pies for 12, 13 years straight. I banged out 1.2 million pizzas.
Wow.
So
That's insane.
yeah.
That's insane. You got a good pizza hand. That's it. All those years in the pizza kitchen making pizzas, what do you do to blow up steam?
I blow up to a couple of car clubs. I'm a little bit of a speed freak. Car people, they're just
Like pizza people.
yeah.
What's up, fellas?
Nice man.
Okay, thanks for coming out. What's up, Tommy Frank? This motley crew makes up Blood, Sweat, and Gears, one of the many car clubs Gary is a member of. I saw mine this once. Racing cars is Gary's escape, but the pizza always finds a way into the equation. Can we see the helmets?
Yeah, absolutely. My friend just wanted. I go, just, put something together, whatever you want to do. And he came up with this. So that's why I call the car pizza time now.
Can I run to the wall, Gary? The guys wanted to give me a ride in Gary's car, which is the Chevy Nova 72, at 600 horsepower. I will give it. I'm ready. Blood, sweat, and gears, baby. I love it. I think I'm going to get me one of these. The New Haven community is very close-knit, whether you're chilling with the Blood, Sweat, and Gears crew, or you're going to the local pizzeria. My next stop is Zupardi's at Beats in West Haven. Run by two sisters, Lori and Cheryl. Zoops is a family heirloom. Originally run by their grandfather and then by their mother and father, the sisters have preserved the family tradition of making really great pizza.
This is my sister Cheryl. Cheryl? Hi. And she probably can tell you more of the history than I can because she's a lot older. Here's where it gets a little complicated.
Where it gets exciting.
This is Cheryl's oldest son, Frankie. This is Vlad, adopted family, Ivan, and Omar.
What's up, Omar?
All adopted family right here. My son Jimmy.
I love it. Everybody gets family. Looks like the dynamic.
It's like good contact.
Good content. I like that strategy. It works well.
Our personalities are totally different. Ironically, Cheryl and I live next door to each other. Not that we don't work well together, we actually do. You want to know what the favorite part is? When a customer walks in and goes, "Whoa, you're both here?"
Usually when we end up working together, it's because I'm in the back making pizza. Frank,
Nope.
we're ready for you.
Alright, ready for me now?
I'm making it all things fresh.
You are certainly a regular back here.
You got the wave coming in.
So how old were you when you made your first pizza?
10 years old.
10 years old. You remember it?
At this board, yes. My father would be on one side, I'd be on the other. And he taught me ovens, everything. And I did it.
And it was sausage pie.
They're most popular.
A little bit heavier, or is that like?
No, it's good. You just gotta get the edges.
Gotta get the edges.
First bite, do the legs.
No, that's a good one.